The world is full of records, but some are so strange and unique, they seem almost unreal. In this video, we reveal 10 people who hold the most unique and weird records in the world. Real individuals whose extraordinary abilities and rare achievements earn them a place in history. Behind every record is a real human story. Are you new in this video? Click subscribe and hit notification bell. So let's get started. Mr. Methane, whose real name is Paul Oldfield from the United Kingdom, is known worldwide for holding one of the most unusual records ever recognized. He earned global attention for his ability to control and perform intentional flatulence on demand. A talent that, while comedic to some, required years of physical control and practice. Unlike accidental bodily functions, Mr. Methane demonstrated precise muscle control, allowing him to produce different tones and rhythms. This rare ability led him to perform on international television shows and live stages, where he presented his skill as a form of novelty entertainment rather than shock value. His talent was officially acknowledged by Guinness World Records, making him the first person to hold a record for controlled flatulence performance. Despite the controversy surrounding the nature of the record, it was verified under strict conditions and medical observation. Behind the headlines, Mr. Methane's story highlights an unusual reality. Even the strangest human abilities can gain recognition when documented, verified, and responsibly presented. His record remains one of the most talked about and bizarre entries in record-keeping history, proving that human uniqueness truly has no limits. Lawrence Watkins is the official Guinness World Record holder for the longest personal name in the world, an achievement that is as extraordinary as it sounds. Born Lawrence Gregory Watkins in Auckland, New Zealand in 1965, he legally changed his name in March 1990 to include more than 2,200 additional middle names, creating a full moniker that now contains 2,153 unique words. His full name is so long that reading it aloud takes around 20 minutes, and in one official event for Guinness World Records, it took him more than an hour to recite it completely. Many official documents were stretched to their limits. His birth certificate fills 7 pages, and his old passport had extra attached pages just to fit the name. Watkins didn't do this by accident or by tradition. At age 24, while working in a city library, he studied Guinness World Records books and decided that creating the longest name possible was one record he could realistically break. After compiling thousands of unique names, drawn from literature, colleagues' suggestions, and cultural terms from around the world, he submitted his legal application. Although the Registrar General initially rejected it, Watkins took the case to the New Zealand High Court and won, granting him the right to officially adopt his record-breaking name. Interestingly, the impact of his decision went beyond just a title. The process highlighted limitations in naming law, and soon after his case, authorities updated regulations to limit how long a legal name can be, making his record nearly impossible to replicate under current law. Despite the practical challenges, like long wedding readings or forms that can't accommodate his full name, Lawrence Watkins remains proud of his place in history. Today, he often shortens his name for everyday use, but holds the Guinness World Record as the person with the longest personal name ever registered. Bijay Shahi is a man from Nepal who gained international attention after claiming an extraordinary mental ability, the power to read and memorize an entire book in less than 10 seconds. Because of this feat, he became widely known online and in local media as the Memory King. According to BJ, his technique involved rapid visual scanning and advanced memory association, allowing him to recall pages, paragraphs, and details almost instantly. Public demonstrations showed him flipping through books at extreme speed before answering questions about their contents. However, while the performances sparked global fascination, B.J. Shahi's claims also generated debate. Experts and memory professionals questioned whether the feat met scientific standards for verification. As of today, his ability has not been officially recognized by Guinness World Records, and no independent scientific study has fully confirmed the claim under controlled conditions. Still, BJ's story highlights the global curiosity surrounding the limits of human memory. Whether viewed as a genuine cognitive anomaly or an unverified performance, his case reminds us how easily extraordinary claims can challenge what we believe the human brain can achieve, and why evidence and verification matter in record keeping. Mohammed Khurshid Hussain is the official Guinness World Record holder for the fastest time to type the alphabet, with spaces between each letter using only his nose. In 2012, he completed the challenge in an astonishing 3.43 seconds, a performance that was verified under official Guinness World Records guidelines. The record required strict accuracy. Every letter from A to Z had to be typed in correct order, with a space between each character. Hussein's attempt was monitored, timed, and reviewed to ensure it met all record criteria. Achieving this speed without using his hands demanded exceptional precision, focus, and months of disciplined training. This achievement places Mohammed Khurshid Hussain among the most unique human record holders in the world. His record is not based on gimmicks or claims, but on measurable speed, accuracy, and formal verification, proving that even unconventional skills can earn a place in world history when backed by dedication and evidence. Meet devout Sikh preacher Avtar Singh Mauni, a man from Punjab, India, who is widely known for wearing what could be the largest turban in the world. His extraordinary headgear is said to weigh around 100 pounds and, when fully unwrapped, measures an astonishing 645 meters in length, roughly the same distance as 13 Olympic-sized swimming pools laid end to end. Avtar Singh Mauni has been adding to his turban for over 16 years, carefully increasing its size as a symbol of faith, discipline, and devotion. Wrapping the turban is no small task. It can take him up to 6 hours to put on, requiring patience, strength, and balance. Despite its massive size, he continues his daily life and religious duties. He travels throughout Punjab on motorcycle pilgrimages, maintaining balance even while wearing a turban heavier than a full-grown Labrador retriever. However, the turban also presents challenges. Fitting through doorways, entering vehicles, and navigating crowded spaces requires constant adjustment. Although the turban's size has not yet been officially verified, if confirmed, it would surpass the current Guinness World Record held by Major Singh, whose turban measured 400 meters. Until then, Avtar Singh Mauni's remarkable headgear remains one of the most awe-inspiring and debated human feats, a powerful blend of faith, endurance, and tradition. Joel Strasser is an American record holder known for achieving one of the most creative and visually striking beard records ever documented. On December 2, 2022, in Kuna, Idaho, USA, he officially set the Guinness World Record for the most beard bobbles placed in a beard, successfully fitting an incredible 710 bobbles. The attempt required strict verification. Each bobble had to be securely attached, clearly visible, and counted under official Guinness World Records guidelines. The final total was carefully reviewed to ensure accuracy, making the record fully recognized and certified. Joel Strasser is not a one-time record holder. He is known as a serial Guinness record breaker, having achieved multiple titles involving placing unusual objects into his beard, including chopsticks, golf tees, and paper straws. Each record showcases not just creativity, but patience, precision, and control. Beyond the spectacle, Joel's achievements highlight how world records aren't always about physical extremes. Sometimes they are about imagination, repetition, and finding a unique way to turn an everyday feature, like a beard, into a platform for record-breaking success. Meet Ma Hui from China, the man who turned an unusual talent into a jaw-dropping world record. On a global stage, Ma Hui stunned audiences by spraying water from his mouth continuously for an unbelievable 5 minutes and 51.88 seconds. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly 6 full minutes of non-stop, uninterrupted water flow. To prepare, he drank a massive 4.5 liters of water, more than a gallon, without swallowing any of it. Then, with incredible control over his breathing and facial muscles, he regurgitated the water in a steady stream, aiming into a bucket. No pauses, no refills, just pure human endurance. This wasn't just about spitting water, it was about technique, stamina, and mind-body discipline. He beat the previous world record of just 56 seconds, absolutely demolishing it and setting a new standard for one of the most bizarre records ever. Ma Hui's performance proved that with focus and training, even the strangest talents can make history. Meet Don Gorski, the man who's eaten more Big Macs than anyone in the world, literally. Since May 17, 1972, Don has consumed over 35,000 Big Macs, earning him the official Guinness World Record for the most Big Macs eaten in a lifetime. For over 50 years, Don has had at least 2 Big Macs a day, one for lunch and one for dinner. He's so dedicated that he's kept every single receipt, the burger boxes, and even logs each sandwich in a notebook. His obsession became legendary after he appeared in the documentary Super Size Me, and since then, he's become a symbol of extreme loyalty to a favorite food. But what about his health? Surprisingly, Don stays fit. He skips fries, walks 6 miles a day, and his cholesterol is in a healthy range. His doctor even says he's in good shape for his age. This Big Mac devotion even found its way into his love life. Don proposed to his wife Mary in a McDonald's parking lot. And yes, she's totally supportive. With no plans to stop anytime soon, Don Gorski is proof that dedication, no matter how quirky, can lead to world records and a place in fast food history. Have you ever heard of someone eating an entire airplane? Sounds like a wild urban legend, but it's actually true. Meet Michel Lotito, a Frenchman who became famous worldwide for doing the impossible. Born in 1950 in Grenoble, France, Lotito was anything but ordinary. By the time he was a teenager, he had already developed a taste for things no one should ever eat: glass, metal, rubber, and even toxic materials. He was diagnosed with pica, a rare psychological condition that causes people to crave non-food items. But Michel's case was unlike anything doctors had ever seen. He didn't just nibble on strange things. He fully consumed them. Starting in 1966, he began performing around the world, showcasing his jaw-dropping talent, eating things like bicycles, televisions, razor blades, beds, and even a coffin. Yes, a coffin. But his most insane stunt? Eating a Cessna 150 airplane. Piece by piece, over the course of 2 years, Michel disassembled and consumed the aircraft, wings, seats, and all. And somehow, he survived. Doctors were baffled. Medical tests revealed that Michel had an unusually thick stomach lining and incredibly powerful digestive juices. These protected him from sharp edges and toxic substances that would kill anyone else. And get this, while he could eat metal like candy, soft foods like bananas and eggs actually made him sick. Throughout his career, it's estimated that Lotito ate over 9 tons of metal. He even earned a Guinness World Record for the world's strangest diet, a title no one has come close to matching. Michel Lotito passed away in 2007 at the age of 57 from natural causes, not from anything he ate. To this day, scientists still don't fully understand how his body tolerated such extreme conditions. One thing is certain. Michel Lotito was one of the most fascinating medical mysteries the world has ever seen. Roberto Esquivel Cabrera is a 60-year-old man from Saltillo, Mexico, who became internationally known after being credited with having the largest male private part in the world. While many people may not immediately recognize his name, his images and videos quickly went viral, drawing massive attention online. Roberto claims that his private part measures an extraordinary 18.9 inches, a size that he hopes will one day be officially recognized by Guinness World Records. His story gained widespread attention in 2015, after a video showing him measuring his anatomy spread rapidly across the internet. Despite his claims, the current record is still associated with Jonah Falcon, who has publicly questioned Roberto's measurements and suggested that the claim may not meet official record standards. For Roberto, his condition is a source of pride, but it has also come with serious consequences. The extreme size has caused him multiple medical and mobility issues, affecting his ability to live a normal daily life. Because of these challenges, Roberto has reportedly been registered as disabled, highlighting how his condition has impacted his health and independence. His story shows that everything extreme comes with a cost. While Roberto Esquivel Cabrera continues to seek recognition and acceptance, his case remains one of the most controversial and talked about examples of extraordinary human body proportions in the world. Felix Arena, also known as King Fella, is a man from Kenya who became known on social media and in news coverage for his exceptionally long dreadlocks, which measure around 10 meters, about 32 feet. His hairstyle isn't a natural bodily condition like a long neck. It's deliberate hair growth and styling that he maintained for years as part of his unique personal brand. Felix adopted the long dreadlocks partly to stand out in the modeling and fashion industry, where he works and seeks to make a name for himself. According to interviews he gave to local media, he has to navigate daily life while managing the weight and length of his hair, often hiring assistants to help carry and style the dreadlocks when he's out in public or working on creative projects. To keep his hair clean and stylish, Felix regularly visits experienced hairdressers who wash and maintain the long dreadlocks, making sure they look neat and well kept, despite their extraordinary length. The hairstyle has become a defining part of his image, drawing attention on social platforms and in print. Felix's story highlights how personal expression and physical style, even when unconventional, can create a strong identity and presence online and in media today. Though sometimes challenging to manage due to its length, his long dreadlocks have helped him build a recognizable profile and stand out in a competitive creative field. Diana Armstrong is a woman from Minnesota, USA, who holds the official Guinness World Record for the longest fingernails on a pair of hands ever recorded. Her fingernails have a combined length of over 42 feet, more than 12 meters, a record that was officially recognized by Guinness World Records. Diana began growing her fingernails in 1997 as a personal tribute to her daughter, who passed away that same year. What started as an emotional decision later became one of the most extreme and recognizable human records in the world. Over the years, her nails continued to grow naturally without being cut, eventually reaching lengths that most people could hardly imagine. Living with such extraordinarily long fingernails comes with daily challenges. Diana has spoken about the difficulty of performing simple tasks such as cooking, cleaning, and getting dressed. She must carefully protect her nails at all times to prevent damage, making everyday life far more complicated than usual. Despite these challenges, Diana views her nails as a symbol of love, strength, and remembrance. Her story is not just about record-breaking length, but also about emotional resilience and dedication. Today, Diana Armstrong remains one of the most remarkable examples of how deeply personal choices can lead to extraordinary and unforgettable human records. Not every extraordinary story is instantly verified. That's why accuracy matters just as much as amazement. Some records are officially confirmed. Others are still being questioned. If you value careful research and honest storytelling, consider subscribing. More verified human stories are coming.